Good evening, everyone. So it's Ps4 F1 season 9, season 9, round 8, Baku. Hope everyone's doing well. Oh, sounds good. Just testing. Okay, so last night Mike did comms for qualifying a bit, and I came in a bit after qualifying and did the race, and it was an interesting one. Monaco is normally boring, but I think it was quite exciting. So so ready to do the race and do comms with Mike. Mike's just busy with something now, so he will be back in about 10 minutes or 5 minutes or so. But yeah, awesome. So let's see if anyone typed in the chat. Just yet. Okay. Oh yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, so I wonder who's gonna dominate the streets of Baku. Azerbaijan. I think it's the streets though. Could be wrong. But anyway, let's see. See, no one's posting anything, sharing. So let's just share this with my friend. Yeah, so guys, if you haven't watched last night's Monaco race, please watch it. It's quite interesting, and all the other videos on the channel, OTL, it's a partner, it's partnering up with HOR just to help both platforms, and we will see. And guys, if you let me just pull up this. If you looking for good league races and stuff like that, please go and find go to Grid Finder, www.gridfinder.com. I think they got like a Instagram page, maybe a Twitter page, if I'm not mistaken, and definitely a Facebook. So so it's quite good. And guys, if you don't mind, please smashing that subscribe button, turn on notification, and hit that like button, and type in the chat. Let's talk, let's talk about the race. So we do a short 18-minute stint, then of qualifying, then 5-minute break, and then 50% race distance. So we will see. What's that one place? The castle section. Oh, and the sun. Or even just when it hits that, like Lewis Hamilton 2016 or something, easily that can happen, man. But also another thing is when people think, I'm gonna make permissions up there. No, only one car can fit through. So hopefully We don't have that. Any accidents? Yeah, good evening, Mikey and Chris. How you guys doing? How's everyone doing? Good luck for the race, bros. Whew. So, Azerbaijan has 20 turns. Okay.
Good evening, Mitchell.
Good evening, Mike. How are you doing, man?
I'm doing grand, and how are you doing, Mitch?
Yeah, no. Okay, bit tired, but it's all good. Had to just lay some
Could be
cement
worse.
down. Yeah.
Right.
So
So, we had a good race yesterday. I think it
yeah.
was Name Changer on top, followed by Jensen, followed by Brock. A few mishaps, along the way, but all in all, a good race. Hopefully Mikey can bounce back from the
Oh
very
yeah.
weird disqualification he received yesterday. That was a bit of an odd one, I have to say. But yeah, things are going to look good tonight, I feel, because Baku,
Flip.
there's never a boring race around Baku, is there?
No, it's never. Yeah, especially there by the castle section.
Yeah.
And
Who
up.
will crash at the castle section?
Yeah, no.
Who will do it?
Yeah, but you can't fit two cars in there, so it's only one car. So
One
someone's
car
gonna win,
only zone.
someone who's gonna lose. We have 19 drivers, if I'm not mistaken, Mike.
Yeah, 19. So a
Yeah.
very good turnout by the boys today.
Yeah, no, it's awesome though. Thank you for the turnout, guys. Really. Yeah,
Huge. So
really.
we have to watch out for a lot of wing changes, I feel, Mitch. A lot of extra 5 seconds added to the pit stops for a number of drivers.
Yes, no, we will keep an eye on that. Oh,
A bit of rain, maybe? We've been asking for it all season. I think rain might ruin this race, so maybe if it can go away, come back next
yeah.
week.
Yeah, that will be cool.
So, as we get ourselves strapped in and ready for qualifying, who do you feel will be good as the sun is beaming down?
I'm not sure. Um, don't know. Jensen might be good around there.
Oh, Jalmi has joined,
Maybe.
so we are at a full 20 capacity for tonight.
Oh, he just has to watch for 80 minutes, eh?
No, you can join in this year.
Oh, what?
You're able to join mid qualifying this year. It's a new addition, a very welcomed addition, I feel.
I didn't
So
know that. I want to race.
yeah,
Just joking.
just
No,
two of us
okay,
go out
that's
and do a
awesome.
qualifying lap and retire. So,
Yes. Yeah.
strategy, softs can work in qualifying, mediums definitely can work. Two stop is not a bad option around here because it kind of means you're always on a fresher tire, you have more control over the car, less chance of hitting a wall. Yes, you're pushing a bit more, but give or take, you're doing decent. So we have two new drivers today. We have F4 and I'm going to call him Shape because I am not saying that. And K-Zizzle returns from last week.
Yeah.
Pelly F4L Shape is a guy that I don't know personally, but was brought in by K-Zizzle, so I'm sure he's going to be quite quick.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think for favorites, I think maybe also like Jensen, Chris. Yeah, I don't know what Glock does here, to be honest.
Yeah, so I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that, Mitch. Glock had a very bad race yesterday, by Glock standards.
Oh,
A very bad
yes.
race. And I had a look at the time trial boards just before we went into the lobby, and I don't think anyone's gonna be touching Glock today. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
But I think
Sorry,
we might
Glock,
see
but
the old Glock.
yeah, sorry, Glock, but it's good that you're winning, bro. But we want it's ruining. Well, I don't know. Can't you slow down?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So F4 Shape is on a lap at the moment, so we will ride on board with him for his first ever lap in HOR.
Welcome.
Definitely welcome, welcome, welcome. So he's running no ABS. Don't think he's running traction control either. Yep, looks like no traction control. He is on the pad. So we will see. He's locking up into every corner, so maybe not that comfortable with the setup at this moment in time. His tires will be screaming for some attention as he locks up again, so wow. And Ronnie gets out of the way just before the castle. I think that could put a few guys off, but Ronnie needs to be careful he doesn't get disqualified, and I think he is moving again, so well done by Ronnie there, staying out of the way. Ooh, and FRL Shape absolutely well and truly binned the lap. Interesting, and he invalidates now, so he will not be the first guy to set a lap. So a guy that I really want to do well tonight, Mitch, is Pelly. I think he really, really needs a good result tonight.
Yeah.
And it will definitely help him out. Baku's a nice track for Pelly, I believe. So hopefully he can do something. So Glock is currently not come out onto a lap, so we'll ride on board with Chris. I know there is other guys on a lap, but Chris is starting his lap. So what we really want to do is go through this lap. So Chris goes into the wall, so not a great. Everyone we are watching today is going into the wall, so
yes,
a 140.3 by SPW. So good first banker lap. Ooh, Chris almost going and losing the traction. This is going to be a very... Oh, and Chris White's crashed. Unlucky for him. Name Changer goes first with a 137.8. Boastman does his usual medium lap, a 140.1. Boastman is going to really suffer if he doesn't get in that top 10 today, though.
Yeah, he needs to. Please, Boastman.
If you're listening. And Pedro goes second, so yeah.
President.
President Pedro, freshly elected today.
Yeah, we won't say anything else. But
yeah. So Pedro, doing the Mercedes car very proud. It looks like.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if that was a banker lap by Jensen. It's round about where Boastman did his medium lap, so I wonder if Jensen has maybe not slowed down just enough. I think it may have also been a banker lap from SPW as well, just because you would expect him to be quicker than Pedro, going off previous races this season. So K-Zizzle coming around the final two corners onto the main straight now, under the Rolex board, flicks the DRS open, climbing up the horsepower, and a 138.0. So Name Changer takes the early pole position and the early lead, I guess. Brock goes second with a 138.8. So a bit of HR flashback. Brock last season, what cost him the championship was turning off of his TV mid-race.
Yeah.
So, oh, as Gingerbush very, very close to Brock there, getting the maximum slipstream possible. Mikey up into P6, so looks like he will be going for another lap on these tires. So maybe Mikey just getting accumulated to the circuit. Chris is also backed out of his lap. Sargent has not done a lap. Vapor is currently on an out lap on the mediums. F4L
Oh,
shape.
Gingerbush.
Oh, as Gingerbush crashed.
Yeah, front wing damage at least.
Unlucky for him. I'm currently on board with the Red Bull of F4L shape.
Sure.
And we will see what this man can do. Actually, I'm just going to ride on board with Glock because he is just about to cross the line. And wow, Glock P3. So, name change of taking the early, I'm the best.
Yeah,
2 tenths to the other guys, so name change are very much on form. Obviously, ran away with it yesterday. Mitch was unlucky for his lead to be cut down to just a tenth.
Yeah.
But very, very quick yesterday. Stayed out of the wall. Is on pad and FRL shape. Invalidates his lap yet again at the same place. So poor him. Poor him indeed. He will be raging with himself, I'd say, because it does look like he's taking out some usage on them tires as Pelly is going quite slowly into the pits.
Yeah.
So, Jensen is out on the medium as expected.
Okay.
So, Jensen has said that he will win this race, and every time Jensen has said that this season, he has not won the race. So, let us see what he can do today.
That's cool.
Jensen obviously set a 139.9 on his softer compound tyre. Needs to improve that lap to start on the medium.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, Mitch, have not set a lap yet.
Yeah, no, I see what Ronnie, Serge, Skarma, Metaman, Chris, and Shape. So, yeah,
Interesting,
let's see.
We're counting down the minutes now. 8 minutes left of the qualifying session, so these guys need to at least get out and get a banker done. So, as we ride on board with Jensen down to third gear into turn 1. Interesting to see what gear he chooses here. Second, Jensen taking a bit of a awkward apex there, kinda not the best line, or at least not the best racing line. Jensen spamming down those gears. You can see he's really being aggressive on the downshift. Third gear selected for that corner. I'd tend to agree with that. This corner, I love this corner, Mitch. Yeah, you can, if you get it right, it feels so good, but if you get it wrong, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So, this corner, easy enough to invalidate. Jensen does not do so. So, the castle section. Jensen risks everything. No, I don't think he fully chucked it in there, but he should still be up on his time. Really well exited of the castle there. So as we get the sector to split any second now, it will be just before he goes on to the straight. Jensen is just about on his time, so he should get it, because you have to remember Jensen backed down on his lap, so this is a really quick lap by Jensen, I do believe. I'd say around the low 139s, high 138. Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's nowhere near what I expected. And SPW goes 5th with a 139.2. Another driver that was quite unlucky yesterday. He had 1 or 2 incidents with the barrier. Oh, is Boostman on a fast lap? No, he's on an out lap, so SPW not holding anyone up there.
Yeah, what can we expect it? Monaco, eh?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Chris goes P1, Mitch.
Yeah.
Chris may be pulling something a bit extra out of the bag.
Yeah.
Chris, obviously, and Pelly both need to get a move on this season. I think both of them have had horrid luck, but also have played their own kind of downfall. So, name changer on a lap? No, he is invalidated. Glock is currently on a lap, so we will watch Glock. The guy that I tipped for pole, currently sitting in P4, so nowhere near where I thought he'd be.
Yeah, but he could be sandbagging, you know?
Yeah.
On that Williams.
Williams is a slow car, so maybe he'll be using that as an excuse. He's about half a tenth up, so we'll see now if he can really attack the middle sector here, where the most time is to be gained and where the lovely cut of the apex there. Wow, so close to the wall. So, Glock is gonna be speeding his way towards a better position, you'd hope. Nicely done through there. It's all about keeping this out of the walls. It's Monaco, but a bit wider here tonight. He's 2 tenths up, so Glock, if he has some pace now on the straight, can take P1. Let us see. Glock looking like he has a very straight line speed oriented car. He hit 209 last time he hit the straight. He hits it again. He hits 210 and he goes pole. There we go. He gained a total of 2 tenths on the straight. So just a quick thing before we get fully underway here. If you are watching the stream, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so that you never miss a HOR race or OTL. OTL obviously on the channel every Monday. So Mitch, things are starting to take shape around here as Kazizel's parked in a pretty awkward location. Letting everyone through though. Good to see, good to see. So, Pelly, are you on a fast lap? Yes you are, you're 3 seconds up, Pelly. Let's see what you can do. I think he's running out of fuel as he crosses the line. 1:39.8. Not the quickest lap by Pelly, but not a bad lap. You have to remember he is on that medium tire. He will not get around for another lap though. So Pelly, outside the top 10, not really where he wants to be starting, but a good lap nonetheless.
Yeah, it was a good lap for Mr. Pelly.
Jensen currently the highest runner on the medium tire. I'm gonna actually just put best quality. Yeah, so Jensen the highest runner on that medium tire currently. As good evening, Mr. SPW. A very good qualifying result for you. Best of the rest, and currently sitting in front of quite a few people that are going to be very eager to come at you during the race. So Jensen, will he beat his lap time, do you think, Mitch? He'll obviously beat it, but do you think he wants to beat it?
What tire is he on? Sorry,
Take your time. He is P7 at the moment.
I think he needs to be at least P1. Has to try to beat it if he's gonna wants to try to win this race. Or yeah, because Glock, yeah, yeah,
I know what you mean. He has to
yeah.
give himself the best fighting chance if he
Yeah,
really
no,
wants
he
to be
can't be.
competitive.
He can't be like
You
7th
do
or.
not want to be stuck in a DRS train around here. It's especially if you're the guy in 4th. You don't want to be in a train there because the guy in 3rd, the guy in 2nd are all going to be going for P1, and you're kind of in 4th, and it's not exactly the widest track, so you don't exactly have the best chances. Jensen is a full 2nd up on his time, so here we go, Mitch. We could be on for an absolute lap and a half.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yes. I think his setup is maybe a little bit wrong. He lifted a little bit in the castle section, eh?
We'll see
Or,
now in 2 seconds what he is. Oh, and he hits the wall,
no!
so that is that lap over. Not worth completing it now. I'd say he's still only a 2nd up, which really won't gain him that much time. So Glock saying that he had a bad lap, not very happy with it. So Glock maybe had a few tenths in the board as F4 Shape goes P3. So great lap by him on his HOR debut. Name Changer is currently up on his lap. We will see what he can do today. Obviously yesterday's winner, he is currently lagging quite a bit. So, Name Changer very committed through here.
Let's watch Name Changer.
He's currently 4 tenths up, which will see him gain pole position if he keeps this up. He can no longer invalidate the lap. He just is looking low on fuel. And if he runs out of fuel, that could be very bad.
Yeah.
So obviously taking the tightest line possible. Name Changer P1 by 3 tenths of a second. Well, closer to 4 actually. So, our top 10 currently as it stands, unless Pedro sets a mega lap, which he won't. Name Changer from Glock, Chris, F4. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, I think Glock has a very valid point, Mitch. We shouldn't be complaining about Glock anymore. We should be complaining about Name Changer. So,
Okay.
Name Changer, if you are listening, please slow it down a
Slow down.
little bit. We respect you massively as a driver, but we would love to see you slow down a little bit. And look at that, Mitch. Jensen has fallen out of the top 10 because he did not get that lap in.
What?
So Jensen is P12 with Vapor P13, Pedro P14, Pelly P15, Serge P16, Ronnie P17, Chris White P18, and Skarma did not set a lap and is in P19. So, a lot of guys out of position.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, wow. Yeah, no, they are. Wow, I didn't realize that. Yeah, so we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Yeah, we will be taking, and it does not look like we are getting a chance of rain tonight, so
That's good.
me and Mitch are going to take a 2-minute break here, and we will be back just before the formation lap starts.
Yes.
So guys, I'm back and we have a very interesting grid. We have 10 people on the softs and we have 10 people on the hards. So it's very much a split in strategy for everyone. No one is trying anything different. The hards aren't really the best of tires around here, so yeah, I was quite surprised to see 10 people on the, well, 9, 10 people on the hards. Maybe someone like Vapor, Pelly, maybe even Surge should switch on to that medium. I think it would very much benefit them, as I believe we are rejoined by Mitch.
Yes.
Are you able to see the race director and have a look at the tire choice? It's
Okay.
very one-sided.
Wow.
It is absolutely split
Wow.
50-50. I've never seen anything like this. And we're starting in 30 seconds, so it's looking
30
like no one
seconds.
is going to change. So, good luck to the
Oh.
guys. Oh, Sarge has changed. Sarge is listening. So, Sarge doing the different thing, doing the right thing, and going on to that medium tire. Now, the guys on the hards, what you maybe suspect of them is that they are counting on an early safety car. Maybe they can then pit from.
Mikey, mediums.
Okay, so maybe guys
Uh,
were trying to bait people out. I'm gonna go through the. So Mikey, Sarge are the only two outside the top 10 on mediums. So Mikey, I think that's a very wise move by Mikey for two reasons. So the guy in front is on softs, same with everyone else in front of him. The guy behind is Jensen, and no disrespect to anyone, but Jensen is one of the quicker guys in the league. Jensen also has this thing where he quite likes to get moves done early and out of the way. He does not like sitting behind drivers and has struggled sitting behind drivers in previous races. So if Mikey has that tire offset, which he does, it definitely could frustrate Jensen, maybe the likes of Vapor. So Mikey's in a really nice position now. Also, when the softs are kind of dying out, he is that guy to go forward.
no, good choice, Mikey.
It will be interesting to see Serge or Sergit, what he can do,
Yeah.
because a quick driver maybe didn't show it in qualifying. Maybe this isn't his most comfortable track, but we all know what Sergit can do.
Oh yeah.
And then obviously these guys at the front, all on the softs, all raring to go. Turn 1, it's a bit of a lie to your eyes. It doesn't really look that tight, but it is at the start of the race, because instead of coming it from the exact right hand side, you're kind of making it a 90 degrees corner. And whenever there's a offset in what people see and what people know, so as it shows that Chris will be going from a soft to hard or a soft to medium. So two thoughts really quickly, I'll get them out now. I think there will be a crash turn 1.
Okay.
One of these top 10 guys will be facing the wrong way, and one or two of them will have wing damage. And also, I believe the bottom guys will also have a crash.
Oh yeah. No, that's true.
So Name Changer takes up his spot on the grid and now is waiting for Jalmi to retake his. So the guys on the hards may be going for a hard to soft, is what the predicted tire strategy is saying. So
Yeah.
we are buckled in and ready to go. I forgot to get all my
Locked
stuff
and
back up
loaded.
on interval. No. And we are Off a very slow getaway for Name Changer, and Glock is up into P1, and there's 3 wide around the back, and Brock is spun. I knew it. And Brock hits the pit wall as well. So
Matterman.
It's 3 wide. I don't really know what's happening.
Have you got ghosted? Well,
yeah.
You ghosted for some seconds.
Name Changer and Glock side by side still. I would not recommend this.
Why is...
One of these guys will lose out heavily, and I don't think either one wants to give up this position. Name Changer locks up and then parks it on the apex, and Chris is spun, and he is spun. Someone else with him. I didn't catch who he was spinning with. It looked like an Alfa Romeo, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
That's a lot of positions for Chris or Vapor to gain or lose respectively to get that happening, but unlucky there for some losing out, most noticeably Brock and Chris. And Name Changer is in the wall. Does Name Changer have wing damage? No. But he is side by side with Glock. And now I think FRL Shape is in a huge position to go from P3 to P1. If he times this correctly, which I think he has, he's already just about got Glock. He doesn't exactly have the greatest straight line speed compared to Glock. And Glock is currently P1. Shape on the left, right hand side. Glock up into P1, a bit of contact there, and I think Glock has got the move done. So as we can finally see the proper order, Boastman P4, Gingerbush SPW getting a mega start. Yes. Gingerbush, I believe, started P10, up 5 positions. So Chris is in the pits along with Matoman. I think they are a bit offset as well. So let us get underway again with these front guys. Chris says it was a racing incident for him. So
okay.
These things happen at the start of the race.
Yeah.
As everyone is absolutely out of position on my left hand side of my screen.
Yeah. Chris is leading.
Yeah, Chris and Madoman's leading for me. So fair play to Madoman. A lap and a half ahead.
To Chris.
So FRL Shape looks very good through the corners. Yeah. F in the chat for all front wings indeed. It is not going to be a good one. So FRL Shape gets an absolute beautiful line through there again, and he's gonna go up the inside of Glock, but look at Glock's straight line speed compared to him. It's there's absolutely nothing compared. Hello Adam, and welcome to the stream. Sadly you could not make it tonight, but welcome in the chat anyway. I'm sure you've tactically missed this race. I don't believe it's one of your strongest tracks. So SPW is currently under threat from Mikey, and Mikey looks like he's going to get a nice line here. A bit late on the DRS switching on, but they're going to go side by side into this corner. No, Mikey gets the move done. SPW keeps his nose as Jensen is now going side by side with a few other cars. K-Zizzle has a bit of wing damage, so Jensen just a matter of time before Jensen gets past us. We have a yellow flag in sector 1, and I think that is Ronnie maybe coming out of the pits, and I can't really see. So Jensen does not have wing damage, so he just has to take his time here. Would be in. Oh, K-Zizzle very, very much suffering now with that wing damage, as SPW's got it ahead of Mikey again. Apologies for missing that. So These guys all up on each other, but we will go for the...
it's BW! He hit the wall! He hit the wall! Mikey takes
and Mikey
P6!
takes P6, and now the offset here now, Mitch, is that SPW is gonna be very slow, and I'm just gonna cut that off because it looks like Glock is gonna now be overtaken. Yep, F4L shape up into the lead, but Glock does the same thing, takes the left hand side, the side by side. I wouldn't go side by side into this corner, it's very, very tight. They do so, and F4L shape with a Ren outside move twice. Oh, and we're seeing a lot of action there, and Jensen has lost out massively. I don't know what happened there.
He's got in-plate damage, eh?
Jensen?
Yeah.
Oh, Glock into the wall. Glock into the wall.
Glock in the wall? Glock in the wall?
Ooh.
What?
I think
guys, this is a good race, but...
I think him and F4L shape might have been going side by side, and a bit of just what it happens. The corner just comes way too quickly at you, and one lockup for another guy will cause all sorts of issues. So Glock unlucky for now. Hopefully he gets to the pits. Maybe it looks like he does have wing damage, so hopefully he gets to the pits. I'm gonna watch Jensen now and just... I do believe you're right, Mitch. I think he does not have a front right end plate, and he doesn't.
Yeah, there we go.
So Jensen maybe going for a move on K-Zizzle, maybe, and that didn't work out. So unlucky for him, and K-Zizzle has now lost an absolute chunk of his front right end plate, and he is running with, I'd say, orange to red damage now.
Yeah.
Very slow through here. You're gonna see Pelly absolutely gain a mile on him. And I think K-Zizzle will be in the pits at the end of this lap. Same with Glock, so I maybe expect a message in the chat from Glock now in 2 minutes. So that promotes everyone up a position. Mikey does have front right end plate damage, so the current way it stands, Ginger Bush is doing an absolute drive and a half. He has 3 seconds to Mikey, who has 2 seconds to Pelly, so he's about 7 seconds in total when you combine the halves to the next, like, real fresh. So if he can keep his wing together, I'm sorry, but Ginger Bush, if he can avoid penalties, could be on for a podium.
Yeah, I hope so, man.
So Ginger Bush going very, very well at the moment. I will jump aboard with Boastman, who is caught up to the back of Name Changer. Currently doing very well for himself in the championship. So F4L shape from Name Changer from Boastman. So we're gonna see maybe a bit of a train for now. Hopefully Name Changer can have a go at shape. He has a lot more ERS, and he's not using the DRS, so a bit of a weird one for Name Changer there. I would have said maybe use your tank of ERS, because he's going to be a 100% as he gets into his pit box, which is not needed. Ginger Bush also going for an early pit stop, and he is going onto the medium tires. So a possible 2-stop for the McLaren driver. And we now see Mikey. P3, oh, he almost loses the car.
Yikes.
So if there's anyone in the chat, can you please give us your top 3 predictions and how you think this race will end. I currently could not tell you what would happen. So, interesting to note, Mitch, Glock, who had pitted a lap or 2 ago, has come out in front of Ginger Bush. So, even though he's lost that 5 seconds, he is getting a move on.
Yeah, that's it, eh?
So Jensen has taken a pit stop also off those hard tires, so that wing damage might have been too much for him. He is now on the back of Chris. So these two, hopefully a bit of nip and tug as Glock gets past Jalmi. Jalmi doesn't fight it into the castle section, obviously.
Yeah.
Jalmi struggling quite a bit. I wonder if he has wing damage. He does indeed. He also seems to be stuck in overtake, so not looking great for Jalmi at this moment in time. Gingerbush needs to be careful behind him. There's no need to rush into anything, but there's also, you know, you do need to get a move on.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yellow flag sector 2, and that is a Williams of Chris White, I believe, in the castle section. So unlucky for him. Surge gets up past Pelly. So good job by Surge. Boastman comes out of the pits. Now, where will Glock be? Glock is still about 5 seconds down the road. He's actually even more. He's about 8 seconds down the road. So Glock really losing out there with that early pit stop.
Yeah.
So F4 Shape has also pitted, and he has gotten a very, very, very nice lead at the moment. He avoids the traffic, only as his teammate of Mikey in front. So, oh, Postman sends one down the inside of Pelly, does not come out of anything though. As we see Jalmi getting overtaken by Brock, and now kind of holding up K-Zizzle. Does K-Zizzle pull to the inside of the corner? Down the inside, very tight, very nick and tucked. Don't go up the inside, Jalmi. Nice. Good racing by both of them. So,
yeah.
Do we have any fights? Jensen on the back of Chris. This could be a good one. Boastman, yep, he'll be the next person you expect to overtake. So, does Pelly have a bit of wing damage? Yep, I think he does. So, rest in peace, front wings. Boastman gonna...
This is Monaco.
This might not be the easiest of moves for Boastman, because Pelly does have Slipstream on Surge. Boastman does get it done though. I don't think Pelly should fight that. He doesn't. And Boastman now back up to P4, but he has crucially lost about 2 seconds to F4 Shape on that lap alone. As Brock and K-Zizzle are fighting. Very, very tight here. Brock has a better set of tires. You can see he goes around the inside. A bit of contact made. And I think that is all good to go. Lick the stamp and send it, Mitch.
Yeah.
Name changer gets past his teammate. I don't think he would have had to fight that too hard. As Matoman has got past Jensen. Jensen may be caught sleeping there.
Yeah.
So Matoman doing Chris a favour and holding up Jensen a bit longer. So who do we have next? I think it's going to be Boastman yet again on Surge.
Yeah.
Or actually F4 Shape is going to be on the back of Mikey.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Surge or Postman was... Ooh, Surge hit the wall! He hit the wall, that must be an end plate damage for Surge.
Yep,
but as I was
front
saying
right
earlier,
end plate gone.
Yeah, someone struggled with traction, I don't know who.
I don't think Mikey's going to make that too. So F4 Shape back into the lead. It's now up to him whether he wins this race or not. Boastman all over the back of Surge, who pulls off into the pits. So Boastman now just has to get his head down. He has a charging name changer, it looks like, behind him as Pedro gets up into P8. So Pedro doing a good job. President Pedro indeed. K-Zizzle gets back past Brock. As SPW sends one on his teammate, Jalmi. Ooh. Jalmi comes back and the two racing points side by side. Perez and Ocon, it feels like.
Ocon 2017,
Oh,
18.
Chris just gets a very bad pickup of the throttle there. And he's going to be under threat from Jensen here. So does Chris just box him in? Yep, Jensen boxed in. Doesn't really have much place to go, but the tires are so much better on Chris's, and they're very tight. Oh, Chris almost in the wall, and I think Jensen's going to have that. And now Madoman feels like he can have a go at Chris. Oh, very close.
Just keep.
And it's a good move by Madoman, showing that if you take... Oh, Johnny in the wall.
Oh, Johnny's in the wall.
And I think we're going to have a problem here because this is side by side at the castle, and Johnny! Safety car is out and Madoman is out. Oh no.
Oh, guys.
And Chris has picked up a 5-second penalty for a severe collision on Sargent.
What?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, wow. I was on Chris and I just saw this in front of me. And I just... and you're...
So, a lot of these guys now will pit for fresh medium tires, I'd say.
Mediums.
Epheral, Shape, done. Postman, done. Gingerbush stays out and he could have retaken the... Gingerbush could have taken the lead. Glock is now crucially out in front. But behind the safety car. So if he pits, he will lose quite a lot of positions. Oof, now, we saw Glock have an incident earlier with FRL Shape, so maybe Glock will be a bit rougher for FRL Shape.
Yeah.
Chris says, what Glock? Glock is in P1. That is what I said, I believe. Kind of lost my train of thought there.
Oh, that was so sad with Metaman and... It wasn't Metaman and...
So Name Changer says, sorry to Pedro. Didn't even know those two were able to get on the same side of the track. Never mind have an incident. Pedro is currently very low on fuel. And has Ronnie right up his behind. So it's really like a reset now, Mitch. We have a lot of cars got their pit stop done with that. Most noticeably, I believe, Mikey. He is now out on a Sada hard, so he is guaranteed to go to the end. I do believe the mediums will be able to go to end. Might be a bit worn by the time they get round, but this will be a very interesting race from here, I do believe. Let's go through the order. So we have Glock from FRL Shape, from Gingerbush, from Boastman, Name Changer, Mikey, SPW, Pelly, Vapor, K-Zizzle, Brock, Pedro, Skarma's in the pits, Jensen is in the pits. Interesting. Chris is going to jump Jensen now, so that's going to be interesting. Ronnie's in the pits. Serge, will he get out in front of his teammate? This could be close, Mitch. If Jensen doesn't... No, Jensen gets out in front. So, we have a lot of 0 lap old medium tires at the moment. The outlier is Gingerbush and Glock.
Yeah.
So, currently, we are looking at a very interesting last 14 laps. I think the safety car may just wait till the end of next lap to go, but I could be wrong. Glock, if you're listening, do not spin under safety car. Please. It's not worth it. It's really...
well, sorry, Glock. You can probably do some nice overtaking. So be at the back.
No.
Keep us entertained.
Glock's had
Hey?
2 races, Mitch, where he's been quite
Not
on the pace, so we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully Glock can stay out in front. He's on the older tires, Mitch, so you know, there's still that kind of thing. And as I'm watching Sergit here, he's getting all up on Jensen. He's saying, I am here, and I want your position. I am the number 1.
Cool. What's it, Sebastian Vettel and Leclerc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much like that, Mitch, I do believe.
Yeah.
So, safety car should be in this time next lap. We should be...
Yeah, it should be.
Baku's a weird one for the restart because the guy in first is technically not in the best position. You know, you have 20 other cars, well 19 in this case, behind you, we're raring to go, like fully raring to go, and you need to kind of catch them off guard, but also you need to make sure you let the safety car in, or else your throttle will be held, and that will cause all sorts of mishaps.
Yeah.
So just kind of waiting for this to end now so that we can have something to talk about.
Yeah, no.
Apologies for anyone watching the stream. I do believe it is quite delayed at the moment. I can only apologize. I don't know why that is.
Lagging up?
So an interesting restart we are about to have. Just adjust my headset volume. So Glock is gonna be, he must have a trick up his sleeve. He must have something ready.
But well, those 6 laps good.
That is the thing, isn't it, Mitch? He, like, you're asking 20 laps of a tire. We should get safety car in this lap anytime now. Did it come for you? I didn't get the message.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. So Glock needs to slow it right down. I feel sorry for anyone near the back. You are kind of not in the greatest position, but you can definitely gain a lot of positions if you are quite wise to it. I'm going to jump on board with Shape just because he is in the best position here. I think Glock will go quite late, to be honest. I think Pelly collides with SPW, so we're already seeing the concertina effect.
Oh, Serge, just pull. Oh!
What has happened, Mitch?
Oh no, man. The 2 Ferrari boys were.
Ooh, Sarge.
Yeah.
A bit of wing damage there. Sarge has absolutely no wing damage and he is forced to retire. What happened, Mitch? Can you...
No, like, I don't know, like, with the pace with, just in a nutshell.
And Mikey's retired
Jensen.
also. So we're picking up a lot of retirements here.
Yeah, so, I don't
Pelly
know
has
what
no
was...
front wing either, so a lot of stuff happened around the back there.
Yeah, I don't know who was in front of Jensen, but I don't know if they suddenly just broke on the straight, and Jensen had to brake, else he would smack into the person in front, but Serge hit into from behind, and then it was again, and front wing flowing in the air. So, Serge, if you're watching, can you just explain?
Yeah.
Remember to clip these things, guys. Jensen,
So I'm gonna jump on board with F4L shape. He is all over Glock's rear end, and it kind of looks like a move that's gonna be done very quickly as SPW.
Vapor and SPW. Oh, that's wise.
Did he just pull off and let people through?
No.
So we're seeing Glock's superior straight line speed very much showing itself here as they go side by side, and there's touch, and F4L shape keeps it
we got
on track. So we're going to jump on with this battle that you are talking about. The two racing points, just pinching Jensen here.
The ham and the bread.
Don't send it, Jensen. Oh, Boastman's on the right hand side there too. So, Chalmy here.
Jensen has the quickest, better traction there.
Better traction as it should be an easy enough move down the inside. We'll break later. Boastman's there though. Ooh, this quite
good to watch
close.
From SPW.
Wow, brilliant move by Boastman. Brilliant move.
With the traction. Oh, is it Johnny?
SPW goes up the inside. So, Sergeant says Jensen is such a cheat. Brake tested me on the straight, so
yeah, Serge, man, I don't think he would do that.
On purpose.
Probably was, no, he's, look, I'm just looking from both sides, but I think probably someone stopped him in front of Jensen. We have to just think of that.
We'll
that's
see
what
later.
I think.
We will see later for sure. So F4L shape now looking to get past Glock. F4L shape doesn't have the best straight line speed compared to Glock. So what? Chris on Vapor, I believe. No, Vapor on Chris, and I think Chris is going into the pits. So I don't know what has happened there. Chris obviously has a bit of wing damage, slowing right down before entering the pits. So a lot of incidents, it looks like.
Yeah, no. So the Stewarts are gonna have a tough night of deciding and everything. Probably
Sleepless
the
nights.
Sleepless nights and stuff.
So the top name changer can kind of get a move on here. He can be Mikey, unlucky, bro. Your luck just needs to come in, and when it does, I'm sure it will come in massively. And you say Skama. Let's see what happens, Skama.
Skama hit the wall.
Unlucky.
What's it? Oh, Mikey retired. Oh, flip Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey retired off the safety car restart as well. So whatever happened kind of in that mid-pack, it's remained to be seen.
Remember to clip it, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a few guys that kind of got affected by that, so I'm sure there will be one or two pieces of footage floating about the atmosphere.
Yes.
So as we go down onto the straight, can F4L shape do anything to Glock this lap? No. Gaining, but nothing as of yet. K-Zizzle up into P3 and a fastest lap as he does so. Brock gets past his teammate who... Ginger Bush a bit of wing damage maybe? Nope, doesn't look like it. The two McLaren boys going strong. Now, if Ginger Bush can... it would be very nice.
Jensen at the moment.
Oh, and Jensen is right. He has had a big moment. I don't know if
probably
that was...
locked up. Dinging through his braking rod. I can't even see his front wing.
Yeah, but it's not... He does have that front left wing damage from earlier. So nothing new. Right? Can we just give a quick shout out to Pedro, who is very high up at the moment in P8. Fair play to him.
He's president, so yeah. P4 president, Pedro. Come on, Pedro, you can do it, man.
So FRL shape a lot closer this lap, it looks like.
Sorry, God.
Quite tired, are you, Mitch? It looks like FRL shape is going to get that extra bit of DRS that he needs. Glock pulls to the inside. Shape, obviously running a bit more downforce, will be able to send it around the outside. Well done by Shape. The tires, obviously, a bit of a lockup. As Boltzmann gets past Pedro. What happened?
Glock! Too much power. Traction, maybe. He came out, put the power down,
Virtual safety car. As Glock leaves the session, so I didn't catch that, Mitch, but was there contact or was it just kind of too much power?
Too much power, and he spun himself around into the wall.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Oh, sorry, Glock. We want a tight championship fight, so coming down to the wire.
For Glock there.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's so sad. Now, virtual safety car. Is anyone gonna capitalize
so
on
Sergio
this?
is adamant that Jensen has done it on purpose. So that will definitely be looked into. If so, it's another big incident for Jensen in 2 races. We will be definitely knowing. Sergio, by any chance, do you have the footage and by hand can upload it easy so we can have a look just midstream? If so, that would be quite handy, just so that we know what we're talking about. So, we're looking at the top 3 of FRL Shape, Kazizel, and Name Changer. Glock, if you are in the chat, can you please tell us what happened, just from your view? It would be nice to know. SPW now gets past Pedro. Jalmi now gets past Pedro as he pulls off into the pits with Jensen. So, wow, a lot is happening, Mitch. A lot of retirements.
Yeah, it is so sad, man. Really, for Glock, Mikey, Serge, and Meta, man. Really, yeah, and also like even for Pelly, like at the back.
Pelly definitely not having the greatest of seasons. Ginger Bush, by the way, doing an absolutely stellar job. He is in a great position. P5. He's falling a little bit back from Brock, it must be said, but he's still close.
Expect, yeah.
Brock now all over the back of Name Changer, got into DRS this lap, so he will be looking to probably get the move done with the next 2 laps. They're literally matching themselves for ours.
Sure.
Serge has left the session.
Yeah, sorry Serge, man. Really. But the stewards know what they're doing.
Brock sets a fastest lap, so that DRS absolutely pulling him along, giving him a great boost. So, Jensen on softs, Skarma on softs. I believe SPW is pitting for a set of softs. I'm sorry, but Ginger Bush, it looks like he may be getting a very, 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 very good result.
Mike, I know it's like 7 laps to go or whatever, But what would we say about driver of the day?
If Gingerbush keeps
game.
that P5, I think you have to say he gets the driver of the day from us. From the game,
Okay.
I will check just now who has made the most positions. Vapor will be getting it from the game. No, Jalmi, 12 positions gained. So, wow,
Jokes.
that is a great stint by him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but if he keeps his spot, I think.
Name changer all over the carbs. Name changer does have a bit of wing damage, so Brock is all over the back and very much looking to get this move done. We're sorry to hear that, Glock man.
Was the traction?
Yeah, he says he spun it in anger. So just man, have a think about what you want to do. You're a very talented guy, clearly, so we did not enjoy that spin, Glock. That was, we don't like seeing guys crash out. It's all fun and games till someone actually crashes out.
Yeah.
So just as I said, yeah, go ahead, Mitch.
No, you go ahead, Mike.
Just think about what you want to do. I'm sure you're able to come back, fight back stronger next week.
No, next week, man. And, yeah, you got serious pace.
Jesus. Jensen sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix.
Yep. Yeah, so you got serious pace, Glock. So, just keep at it, man. Yeah, yeah.
So
that's all I'm gonna say.
Brock is still all over the back of Name Changer. The gap is a bit less than what it was the last lap. If Brock gets a good exit out of here, which he does compared to Name Changer, he can really set himself up. So here we go. Very much gaining a lot. Can he get the traction down? He does. I'm going to quickly switch back to tires so that I know. So they're on the same kind of set of tires. And wow, look at this. Look, here we go. Brock is gaining. He needs to switch that overtake on now. He does. Gaining. Takes the inside. Breezes past into the braking zone. Name changer with the wing damage. Swoops under and over and... Oh, don't fight it here. Oh, very close. Oh, and Name Changer has spun.
Lost off, man.
You could tell that was kind of going to happen. 2-1 into that corner. Gingerbush P4. But he has a charging Boastman behind him. An absolutely raging bull behind him. Serge, we do see what you're saying. We're not going to be inviting anyone to the party just to talk about an incident. We'll make sure it gets looked at though at the end of the race. So, Boastman, here we go. Just getting up and over. Gingerbush locking up massively in there, so does Boastman. These two are going to go head and tongue together. Headbutting each other literally through every corner, I'd say. So Chris is now on the back of Chris. Don't think I'd ever think I'd say that before. So Chris White looking very, very slow in that middle sector there. Chris has... Oh my Jesus. Chris Alien. I was going to call him Alien because second name and game name. So Chris and Chris, you can see that Chris White's just holding up Chris Alien quite a lot at the moment, as Boastman is going to go and get the move done on Gingerbush, I believe. It's going to be a lot closer than the Brock one though. Yeah, he just gets it done. Ooh, Gingerbush just about avoids the wall, and then Name Changer is right on the back of Gingerbush again. So Gingerbush could lose this position still to P6, but Chris
Oh, a 0.
Alien gets past Chris White, and Vapor is now all over the back of Chris
sorry.
Alien. He goes around the outside, a bit of a touch. Just unsettles Chris's car, but I think that's all well and good. Ooh,
Yeah.
Chris White sends one on the back of Chris Alien. And now SPW is joining this fight. And soon enough Jensen will also be joining that fight.
Also, yeah, I'm kinda glad because that thing with Viper and Chris, that could have easily spun the car, I think.
Yeah, both cars got
so
off
I'm glad.
though, so it's all good.
That's awesome.
Bit unlucky for Chris, but these things happen.
Yeah, these things happen as he...
So, name changer all over the back of Ginger Bush, who's been on those tires now for 4 more laps on name changer, so that's starting to really go off now, I'd say.
Yeah, Boseman got through.
Yeah, Boseman got through the last lap. SPW all over the back of Chris Alien now.
SPW.
So a name changer all over the back of Ginger Bush. Here we go. Ginger Bush, a lot more ERS though, so if he is listening, you have a lot more ERS. Ooh, very close into the braking zone. Oh, Ginger Bush almost losing it, and a bit of yellow wing came flying off. I don't know if that was a bit of debris from before or what happened, but I'm riding on board with Boastman to check. It should not be his wing. It's not. Name changer still has that wing damage from before. Is it Brock's wing damage? Brock's very much ahead of these guys. No wing damage for Brock. Yep, so I think we're looking like the next battle is just SPW and Chris. And we have a yellow flag in Sector 2, and I believe that is Pelly. Yeah, Pelly maybe just... Does he have wing damage, or is he just letting the cars through? Why is Ginger Bush slowing down so much? What's going on? Does Ginger Bush have a puncture?
No, can't be.
I'm a bit confused.
Oh, not. No. He's coming flat out. But I don't know.
I don't know what happened there, but Jalmi gets overtaken in the castle section and now has his teammate right behind him. So Jalmi falling down positions as we speak.
Yeah, that's
I think he
cool.
lets his team by. Oh, Jalmi, a lot of wing damage. Oh, Chris almost getting collected there. I think Pelly has a bit of wing damage and also is just letting these cars through, as I believe Skama has crashed in the castle. Yep.
Oh no, Skama.
Just outside the castle, Skama has crashed. We're seeing a lot of people maybe losing their head at the moment. Losing kind of the will to live. Getting a bit...
Johnny.
Yeah, Jalmi has, I think, major wing damage. Jensen goes through. Chris and SPW going side by side into turn 1. Chris takes the outside line. SPW has better tires. They go side by side through here. We saw name changer on Brock. Chris leaves a bit more space. And now I think Chris has compromised himself. SPW has that DRS, but Chris is going to come back. Side by side still for these two into turn 3, and SPW gets the move done. So brilliant racing by those two.
Awesome.
It's all good, Serge. That's why I kind of didn't want to invite you to the party, because I know everyone gets angry when they're involved in an incident. You know, no one wants to be retired early. And, you know, when you crash with certain people that you've had a history with, I think it adds a lot to the incident. You kind of almost think too much of it. Do you know what I mean, Mitch?
Yeah,
you know, like if you, for example, if you're talking to a guy midweek and he says something, you know, funny, it can put you off. And Pelly has retired, so another retirement for that Renault car, and Ah, Pelly, when are you gonna get some luck? Unlucky, bro. Unlucky. Jalmy gets past Skarma into the castle section. Never seen that before. SPW on Chris, I forgot to look at this, and Chris gets the move done a lot more convincingly this time. SPW's tires maybe going off. Ooh, SPW smashes the wall, so a bit of reassurance there for Chris now.
Is it?
What's up?
Front wing?
Yeah, front wing is gone for SPW. Jensen now pushing to get on the back of SPW. SPW maybe gonna use... Oh, and Chris has spun it! Absolute bottle job. He done all the hard work. He didn't have to do much more.
Keep pushing.
There's 2 laps left.
No points for your team.
Oh no, there's a bad bit of wing damage there for Chris, and I think Chris White and Pedro are gonna be very much on the back of him. Oh my god. So, Boastman and Name Changer side by side going through this last corner, coming onto the penultimate lap. Name Changer using all of his overtake here. Gonna go for the move on Boastman for P4. Looks like Name Changer will get it done well and truly before the braking zone. So, Boastman has to be aware that Name Changer has wing damage. If Boastman can use this to his advantage, he can get the move done up to the line, but it doesn't look at the moment that is entirely out of the question. So SPW is now on the back of Jensen. So Jensen got past SPW, and SPW now gets past Jensen.
Checks.
And Chris has let Pedro and Chris White go, and I think Chris is just